Hi everyone, this is Michael Hodge with Ultimate Training. I've got some tips for you training with your bow. So number one, you want to make sure you have a really good bow to train with. You want to know what your goals are. So if you're doing competition bow, you're going to be competing, you want to be fast, flashy, I recommend a white wood lotus bow that's really lightweight, wooden. The other option is a graphite bow. They're both very lightweight, quick, nimble, easy to move around. Now another option, if you want to get an oak bow that's a lot larger, a lot heavier, 3 or 4 pounds, you can use that for freestyle training. It's going to build your muscles up. It's very heavy. So you can do that as well. It's up to you, depending on which one you want to start with. Either one's going to be a good choice. Once you start with the oak bow, and then you transition to this though, your movements with this bow will be much faster. So that's one benefit. Remember to get a bow that's around the same height as yourself. So if you're 6 foot tall, get a bow that's about 6 foot. If you're 5'10", get one slightly lower than you. You want to get one a little bit shorter than you rather than a little bit taller than you. So keep that in mind. They usually come in increments of ½ foot that you can choose from. Next thing I want you to understand is you need to set a goal. So if you're training with your bow, why are you training with it? Are you trying to earn a black belt in Ultimate Bow, which is a program we have? Or are you just trying to win a tournament? Are you trying to be the best instructor and teach your students amazing bow techniques? Know what your goal is and then base it around that. If you're trying to win a tournament, you need to practice that exact tournament form that you're going to compete with every day leading up to your tournament. If you're trying to teach an amazing bow class, practice verbalizing. Go into your room or in your dojo, wherever you're at, and imagine you're teaching the whole class and talk it through. Bring your bow over your head. Bring your hand down. You're going to be striking towards the knee. Your left hand is next to your ribs. Verbalize it through. So it's going to depend how you train for what you're trying to do. If you're learning bow just as a hobby for fun, you also still need to have a training program, or you're not going to learn anything because you don't have anything set as a plan. Tip number 3 that I want you to understand is you want to learn techniques first, not combinations. So you may have a training DVD that shows you combination 1, and it's up, down, side to side, swing, strike, spin, or whatever it is. And you're like, whoa, what is this? This is my first day ever to learn bow. Up, swing. By the time you finally get it, you're probably messing it up. You're probably not doing it right. So it's important to learn each technique first. If your instructor is teaching you, if it's a DVD, whatever it is, learn one technique. If you're learning an overhead front strike, learn that movement. Get it down very well. If you're learning 4-point striking, overhead, uppercut, spin, learn each one, and then make a combination. Then your combination will look amazing. That's something I do in all of my Ultimate Training DVDs. I teach each technique, and then we put it together. That way it looks a lot better at the end, and it's easier to learn. Now the last tip for training with your bow is make the weapon an extension of your body. What I mean is when you're doing your movements, don't imagine you're holding this huge pole and you're just swinging it around. Imagine you just have really long arms. So as you're striking, you just have a long arm, you strike over here, here, here. Just imagine the bow that's moving around is your arm. Here, here, here. It should not be like this. You're not swinging a bow. You're not just swinging a big pole. You're just moving your arms farther and faster. That way, every technique, every movement flows together along with your body because the way you're allowing it to flow. So remember that. And those tips should help you out in your bow training.